What if I told you the sand beneath your feet could be older than the continents themselves, and that its deep red color is the result of a slow, ancient chemical battle fought grain by grain? Picture a sea of sand so vibrantly red it looks like the surface of Mars. Dunes stretch to the horizon, some towering as high as skyscrapers, their sharp ridges carved by a wind that never seems to rest. This is the Namib Desert, a place so ancient it's been arid for at least 55 million years. But its most striking feature isn't just its age, it's the color. That rich, rusty red isn't a trick of the light. It's the desert's memory, written in iron and locked in time. So how did this happen? How does sand turn red? To understand that, we need to look closer, much closer, at a single grain of sand. Most desert sand is pale, made of quartz that's been tumbled and polished until it's almost white. But the Namib is different. Its sand comes from the Orange River, which carries mineral-rich sediment from deep inland and deposits it along the coast. That sediment is packed with iron, the same element that rusts old cars and turns blood red. When that iron meets the Namib's unique conditions, something extraordinary begins. First, the iron coating each grain of sand starts to oxidize, to rust. But this isn't a fast process. It happens over millions of years under a blistering sun with very little water to interfere. The older the dune, the more time the iron has to oxidize, and the deeper red it becomes. In the Namib, some of these dunes are among the oldest on Earth. They've had more than enough time to rust completely, but there's another factor at play: wind. The Namib is one of the windiest places on the planet. Those relentless gusts act like a natural sander, scouring the grains and exposing fresh surfaces, which then rust in turn. It's a cycle. Wind erodes, iron oxidizes, and the color intensifies. The tallest dunes, like those at Sossusvlei, are the reddest because they're the most stable. They've sat in the same place for millennia, baking and rusting under an unchanging sun now. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. The color isn't uniform. If you look closely, you'll see streaks of orange, pink, even pale yellow. That variation tells a story. The reddest sand is usually on the dune's crest, where oxidation is strongest. The paler sand is often found in the slip faces or valleys, where movement and moisture slow the rusting process. In a way, each dune is a layered history book, its colors revealing age, stability, and the journey of each grain. But the story doesn't end there. This red sand has shaped life itself. The intense color affects the desert's temperature. Red sand absorbs more heat, which changes microclimates and influences where plants and animals can survive. Some of the world's hardiest creatures, like the sidewinder adder and the fog-basking beetle, have evolved in response to this environment. The sand isn't just a backdrop, it's a character in the Namib's ongoing story. And what a story it is. This desert has watched continents drift, climates shift, and species come and go. Its red sands have seen more history than human civilization itself. They've witnessed the birth of drylands, the arrival of the first humans, and the slow, patient work of time. When you stand in the Namib, you're not just looking at sand. You're looking at a chronicle of the earth, written in rust and shaped by wind. Have you ever visited a desert that left you in awe? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear which landscapes have moved you the most.